And now for the Rudebuoyz rant.
What going on with all you?
What's going on?
Well, since Mofro is here, my guest there, my brethren guest here, tell us what's going on with you. It's been 10 years since you've been back here.
It's been 11. It's been 11.
Well, December of 08, so...
It's been 11-ish. I'm rounding up.
Wow. And this dude, he doesn't look... He still look like he's 18.
I get that a lot, actually. It's kind of surprising. I get that, and I get told I look like Bill Murray and Blake Shelton. So now I introduce myself to some people as Bill Shelton.
Do you sing country and do comedy at the same time?
I don't.
He'll do comedy.
I'll do comedy.
Definitely not the country part. No, forget that.
It has to be half self-deprecating. Otherwise it's not
you guys
good.
are from the South. How come you all like country music?
Mom's from New York, Dad's from Illinois. I grew up on classic rock and the blues. No, man, no.
I grew up on classic rock, a little bit of country, but I resisted the urge to even have anything to do with it, and then a whole lot of Motown.
Oh.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, my dad, surprisingly, played a lot of Motown growing up.
How about that?
Oh, wow.
He's not completely useless.
How's it going?
He said it.
He's not watching. Listen, my dad and I have a weird relationship. If I'm not making fun of him, he thinks he's like probably going to die or something.
Hey, look, Alexis Williamson is on the scene. What's going on, Alexis?
Well, I remember even one time another
That's
person
how I show
who
love.
I was gonna say another person who thought that you didn't like them because you didn't talk to him much. And was like, oh no, because you ripped on him. That was it. They said, I don't think he likes me because he rips on me all the time. We're like,
Who was this?
certain person at your church. And John and I both looked at her and said, he rips on us all the time. Yeah. So
I have to warn people now. I tell the word I say starts with an A and ends with a hole. I was like, I'm a little bit of that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in my name. I can't help it. So it's like, if I'm giving you a hard time or I'm ripping on you, it means I like you. If I'm not talking to you, then I'm.
Yeah. Yeah, I try to tell people that if I'm teasing you, because I tease a lot, that means, hey, you're cool people. If I just walk by you and look at you, then, hey.
that's not a good thing.
No.
No, yeah. So.
Oh, yeah. But
I can't even read that from you.
yeah.
I'm
the
not even
name,
gonna try.
I saw Williamson. I only know one Williamson here, so that's Alexis. That's Alexis, too. Yep.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Like the last 2 times you guys did this on Facebook, I was like, why do they keep looking in? I was like, oh, because
we're trying to see the comments.
Why don't you have that pulled up on your phone? Come on, guys, be professional.
Well, that's just handy. It's right there while it's going.
I'm an invited.
I've known that since she got a little, let me not say little girl, this young lady since she was 16 years old. She played basketball.
You know how many people you've said that about?
I know, man. I'm getting old.
I've known them since they were about. You
know what I mean? I had people come up to me and said, my father. Really?
Okay.
No, it's when they say, my mother. Go well. It's not me.
Wait a minute.
Are you sure?
You know what I mean?
Are you sure?
Please put in some context to that statement.
Yeah.
I may have a little Irish in me, but I don't think you're gonna look like that. But yeah, man. So how is the weather down there? Is it crazy like here?
Yeah.
Down there, where we're from, is farther north than here.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's up there?
Down there, up there, it doesn't matter.
Well, if you guys say from south, I'm thinking down there in the dirty south,
It's essentially still south of the Mason-Dixon line, but West Virginia is also supposed to be essentially north of the Mason-Dixon line, but most of it is actually south of it.
Okay, my American friends, what is this Mason-Dixon line you speak of?
That was the whole dividing
Imaginary
thing.
line.
Yeah, the imaginary line for the Confederacy and the Union.
Kind of like that Korean thing, the
38th
Yeah.
parallel.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
but see,
okay.
that they actually used as a legitimate measurement. The 38th parallel is a real
'Cause
thing.
you look on the
Mason-Dixon
globe,
line,
it's
they
there.
went, you cross that line. No, I have no idea.
You cross
Yeah, that's
that line,
probably
now
how
we
it
ain't gonna
happened.
beat you.
Yep, this is going to be war.
You're never gonna reckon see what's coming.
We're in trouble again.
Hey, Dr. Bailey. Well,
I'm
yeah,
leaving
man.
tomorrow, so I'm not gonna be here.
I'm old. They can't do nothing to me. So, there's only one person here. He's still young. But yeah, man. I don't know. So what's been going on, man? You got the post about something here and
Softball,
things?
yes. Oh, they won this weekend. It was great. Took the series against Louisiana Tech, which was big because Tech came in as a top team. You getting wrapped around your chair again?
A little
You're
bit.
having all kinds of problems with your microphone cord over there. I'm telling you. This is the third time he's been wrapped up already. We just got in here an hour
You're
ago.
just gonna see my bum a little bit.
Uh-oh. Watch out. Oh, no. FCC's coming. It's going to come calling now on Facebook Live.
So FCC monitoring the internet.
Our viewership just skyrocketed.
What
No,
smut you guys have on the Rudebuoyz?
Wait, what kind of website are we live on? What did I sign up for?
I'm too skinny to see anything anyway.
But anyway, so, I mean, it was
Hold
a
on. Your mom is on there.
Uh-oh.
So is Jennifer Taylor Lucas. What's up, my sister? How you doing?
There we
There's
go.
people I work with.
But anyway, so big weekend. They lost the first game 10-8, but they played well. A little bit of a pitching meltdown late, but you know, Tech's got some really good hitters. But Hayden Ellis, big weekend for Hayden, man. She had 2 home runs in her career. She hit 3 yesterday. You always say you love home runs. Man, we've hit almost 50 this year, and you haven't seen any of them.
Whoa, 50?
Yeah, almost 50. We might break our team record that was set when Folden was here.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. We hit 5 yesterday. We got 1 more today. So 6 over the weekend, but we won game 2, smashed them in game 2, 10-2. You know, Hayden hit her 3rd home run, Rue hit a home run, Hannah hit a grand slam to end the game. And then today it was Emily Cooper Day, where we gave out the Warrior Award, which went to Hayden. So it was almost kind of perfect the day that she had yesterday to then get the Warrior Award. Cooper's parents were in town for it, so were a bunch of her family members. We get ahead of Tech 4-0, then they come back, they get up 5-4, then they get up 6-4. We come back bottom of the 7th. Hannah leads off, smacks a home run, so now we're down by 1. Rue gets a double. Then Armani grounds out, moves Rue to 3rd. Then Allie Harrell gets intentionally walked. Then Maya gets walked. So we got bases loaded. Blakely comes up, burns the right fielder out to the fence. 2 runs come in to score. Game over. Walk off.
He's excited.
I am. I'm still excited, man.
still
That was
excited.
big. That was big. So that was a lot of fun to call on Herd Vision too. I'm really glad I got to do that this weekend.
Hey,
So,
Jennifer.
so that was a blast. Was that my sister?
Yeah.
Hello, sister.
Okay, I have a bone to pick. How come she gets spirit fingers and I just get a hey Mofro? Next time, I want spirit fingers. Sorry.
Also,
But no,
Tommy
that was
Matty's
big.
on there. Hey, Tommy, what go on, brother?
No, but that was big. That was a lot of fun to watch. It was good too, just to have that on Emily Cooper Day. Don't want to take a loss with that going on too. So, but that was big. It was great. Loved
Yeah.
it. Loved it. Did I say I loved it?
When is your next home series?
Well, we've got another home game on Tuesday against Louisville at 3. And then the next home series is the regular season finale when Florida Atlantic comes in May 4th and 5th.
Okay.
So
I'll see if I could make
Saturday
it.
and Sunday.
Yeah, because I have a vacation coming up in May.
I'm hoping I can breathe by then.
Yeah.
I am struggling. All you allergy sufferers. Oh,
He feels your pain.
well, I used to say, "Hey, Mom, thanks for the bad eyes and the allergies."
He's blaming you.
Hey, she knows. Yeah, you know it's funny. Actually, every time I do that, she goes, "Yeah, sorry about that." But no, I mean this year's been really bad Because usually whenever I've had the one really bad day, it ends up being just that day. Man, this has gone on for like 5 now. Remember when we did the podcast the other day and I always said it only lasts for a day? I think Spring said,
Yeah.
got one for you.
Punch you right in the nostril.
Oh, they did, man. I'm telling you. Okay. Since I got to do the game for the live stream, they've got that little cough button. Should have been a sniffle button for me because I abused that thing the last 3 days. I had to keep punching that so I could and then get back on air. I'm sorry, folks. I had to do that for the effect. But, I mean, it was bad. It was so bad. So this microphone is not wanting to agree with me right now. It keeps raising
It
up.
wants to punch you in the nose. I might loosen up some of that snot.
I don't know. Maybe this thing's related to springtime allergies. It wants to punch me in the nose.
Your nephew is typing on there.
Uh-oh. Hey, Kyan. Kyan or Sawyer. I don't know which
It's
one
Kyan.
it is. Okay.
It says, hey, Uncle Scott.
Hey, buddy.
Man, the last time I saw him, he was just a tyke.
Yeah. That was, I think he was maybe 3.
Wow.
Yeah, when you came back to Virginia with me, I think he was 3.
I was about to say, none of us here have kids, but
Little does he forget, although he's not really a kid anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't have any kids. He's got an adult.
Yeah.
exactly.
Although, Anthony told us a good one last night. We were hanging out with him. And so he's got 2 little girls and now a little boy on the way. But he said one time when he was visiting his parents, one of his little girls had some candy. And he said, I thought I told you couldn't have candy before dinner or whatever. And she said, well, what was it, Papa?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, well, Papa said I could have it. Well, I told you couldn't. Well, Papa said I could. And Papa also said he's still your boss. I said, Anthony, was that your dad? And he goes, oh, yeah. He's like, well, okay, yeah, technically, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, when I used to work at Toys, you know how many grandparents come in there and they head straight for the section with the drum sets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Payback.
Yeah, it's because you don't have to listen to it. It's great.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, man, and they would be giggling too. You know,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like they're back in high school.
Yeah. It's like, I can't wait to see my daughter or my son's face when I deliver this one.
I don't have
me,
any-
Daddy, look what I got.
I don't have any kids. I got 3 nieces and a nephew, and especially my sister's kids, man. I just go over there, rile them up, and then I'm like, all right, gotta go.
Yeah.
Like, you deal with that.
So when you're buying Kyan a drum set,
It's already in the mail.
I'm good. No.
it's in the mail.
Hey, I'm the boring uncle. I bought him National Geographic for kids. Although he loves it, though. He loves
Yeah.
it, so.
Hey. What do you buy
I'm
for your
sorry.
nieces and nephews?
Last year, I think I won Christmas because I got my niece who just turned 15. Wait, is she 14?
What are you asking
Whatever.
me for?
She's in 8th grade. 'Cause I don't remember. The other one's
8th grade
10.
is like either 13 or 14.
Yeah, the other one's 10 and is 5'5", and my mom's just like, this is not going to end well.
Yeah. Say your mom's about what, 5'2",
My mom's
5'3"?
No, my mom's 5'1". Yeah.
I gave her a couple inches.
No, so she's like now the shortest person in my family again. No, I won because I got her LED lights that she can put in her room that are controlled by the Wi-Fi, and she can use her phone to.
Oh, okay.
I got both of them that, and so they like that, and I got pictures when they finally put them up. Like, these are so cool, thank you. I was like,
Oh, he's a cool uncle.
yes.
Not me, man.
I made up for my terrible gift to my brother.
I don't think I've bought anything for nieces and nephews. They live too far.
I was going to say, I mean, okay, we got to see them. What was that? Was that over the summer when they came in?
Summer before.
I swear it was last summer.
Nah, it was the
really?
summer before. They
It's
didn't
been
come in.
over a year?
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
Yeah.
Don't look at me. I didn't realize I hadn't been here in 10 years. So
Yeah, he
I am not a good teller of the time.
Thursday, he gets out of the car and he goes, dude, how long has it been since I've been here? I said, December 08. He goes, whoa.
Well, some things have changed. There's a lot more disheveled people stumbling around the city.
Honestly, I'm definitely able to remember when you came because of a certain event that happened.
Yes. We're not going to talk
And,
about that.
Yeah,
but
we're
that
not
was
going to
really
talk about
funny.
happen, but let's just say it involved a senior on the team, and I remember when she was a senior, so I remember when that was.
Oh, okay.
So
That was a really funny wake-up call. I was like, what?
was.
Why?
that was.
Oh.
Sorry, folks, we can't explain
Okay.
that, but he definitely gave me a very puzzled look because he didn't. It's like, where did that come from? But
Yeah, that's probably the most half asleep, puzzled look I've ever had in my life.
You look like the cartoon character rubbing your eyes like.
I don't know what
What?
they're talking about either. So
We'll fill you in later.
You do.
I
We'll
do?
remind
Yeah,
you
you
later.
do. Yeah,
Oh,
you do.
How could I be forgetting stuff?
Happens.
Anyway, yeah, man.
Dude, how long did it take you to remember my name? And then you
Yeah.
didn't remember the fact that you were the one who gave me the nickname Slick. Oh, yeah.
Wait, what is your name?
Scotland.
Oh.
I forget names pretty bad.
Oh,
Dang it,
yeah.
I was going to go with Cleveland. I guess I was wrong. Nope, sticking now. Hey, Cleveland.
His name is Ireland.
I do have Irish in my family.
Man, this dude is all mixed up. Irish, Scottish, Italian.
English, Scottish, Irish, Italian, German, Dutch.
Gazoon type.
Pretty sure. Exactly.
Wow.
And who knows, if I do one of those DNA tests, I may find something else in there. I don't know.
I am terrified to do one of those. My aunts recently did one. So my dad's family is kind of screwed up. And then my mom's family is kind of really screwed up. So my grandfather got adopted when he was like 2.
No.
And so he was like, he knew he was adopted because his stepmother was not a very nice person, and she told him one day when he was 14 that if he didn't behave, they'd take him back to where they got him from. Yeah, there's more messed up stories that I'm not going to repeat on the air
Return to
because
sender.
they're just morbid. So he found his sister when I was like in middle school. Well, since my aunts have been, I just sniffled on the air. Did you hear that? So since
I've been doing it for the last 2 days.
Right. So now that my aunts have done that, they're finding all this stuff. Well, one thing they found out, I don't think any of them are going to see this, so it's fine. Growing up, they had this one family down the road, and they found out that this one little girl in this family is actually related to them because of one of their uncles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So there's been that, and then they found, so my grandfather never knew who his dad was, and he found out his sister, who he thought was his half-sister, is his whole sister, and so there's that, and then they found a whole bunch of cousins and half-brothers, and he's been emailing the ones that are still alive, and like he's really excited about it.
See, that ain't too different from me. Walking on the street one night, and this dude come up to me and say, "I'm your brother."
Did he really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Musso. Oh yeah, we were walking from the city, and he was right by the Regal Cinema in Tantine. I remember it this yesterday, and my other brother knew.
Oh,
he was
so
our
this wasn't
brother.
here.
Nah.
Okay, all
No,
right.
anybody
Yeah,
come
yeah.
up to me and say they're my brother here, I'm gonna say, dude,
You
keep walking.
lying.
You know what I mean?
There's no
you know
way.
what I mean? You African American, you couldn't be. I don't think Pops traveled that far.
Little did he know.
He just went through the islands. No, but yeah, and
Well,
my
didn't
brother
you
was
say
like,
you had a bunch?
oh,
Half brothers and sisters?
oh yeah,
and
all
things?
over the place. Trinidad, Dominica, Barbados, St. Lucia. My man went
That's
through
all over the
islands.
place.
Well, being a cop on the island means that you're kind of sort of like in the military. So when there's a riot back in one of the islands, they send Grenadian cops there. That was back in the day.
Gotcha.
You know, and then they send them to here if then they have a little riot going on and things. So, you know, and then they go
So
for
he was
training.
taking advantage of the riots.
Oh yeah. Shoot, I remember during the invasion back home, intervention, the Jamaican soldiers were there and they were trying to sleep with everything walking. I almost got into a scuffle with a couple of them because they were trying to talk to my niece, my little niece. She's like 14. I was like, dude, what is wrong with you? I didn't say it that way. You know what I mean?
I'm sure you didn't.
Next thing I know, he had his M16 like cradle in his hand like he's gonna do something. But I ain't gonna say more than that. But anyway, we gonna leave that one alone. But anyway, yeah, dude, I've got family everywhere, and most of them I'll never meet them because I never really met my dad's family. They lived in the other eye in Trinidad. Most of them. I met one. He's got 14 brothers and sisters, and I met like 1, 2, 3.
That's a lot.
Essie, Tita, and Faro. That's the only 3 I met. A lot of them left for England. You know what England did back in the day? England came down to the island and said, we don't have enough people. We need workers. So they said, hop the boat. We're going to England. You know, this year they're trying to deport those people.
Wow.
So that a lot of my family, like a lot of my dad's family, went there. So I never met them. You know what I mean? That's one of them came back home. 21 years, dude. 21 years in England. Comes back home. The girl he was dating back in the day is dating somebody, so he beat the dude up. he didn't come back home for 21 years.
And he's just like, whatever. Nope.
You gotta wait. I'm married, but you gotta wait.
Let's see if this is gonna work, because you were kind of technically not even talking to. You're talking over here. The computer's over there, so I don't think anybody over here is hearing you talk.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to move it, get a little closer here. So now Mofro's dead center.
Are we sure that's a good thing? We just make the shot better.
So what else you been into? You were telling us about the Atlanta.
Oh, that was a couple years ago, yeah. But
that was that long a time ago.
What?
No. He's thinking it would happen when you were down there this summer. When you were
Oh.
those shows.
Oh yeah.
No, that
you
would
know.
no. The shows we went to was in 2016. No, but I was down there for like 2 months looking for a job, and it didn't turn out well, obviously, because I'm still not living there.
Did you like down there?
I love Atlanta. If I could up and move somewhere right now, it would be Atlanta. I love that. Like growing up near DC, I always thought big cities were awful because
Yeah.
DC is like this weird amalgamation of a transit city. So it's like a big city and people live there, but most people that work there drive in. So by 5, 6 o'clock, everybody gets the heck out.
Yeah.
And so a lot of places are like ghost towns unless you know where to go. But no, I love Atlanta. My grandparents live south of it. I have family that live up north on my dad's side. I have second cousins and whatever on my mom's side of the family that live all over. And then my friends I have several friends that live in East Atlanta, and I love that area. So no, I'd be down there in a heartbeat, which may still happen if things work out. But I didn't tell you, we started a charity.
Who's we?
My friends Derek and Bess.
Okay.
And
Yeah, you
Justin.
told us. You told us one time when you was on here.
Did I?
Remember? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but what is it? What is going on with it?
So we play video games, and my buddy Derek was like, "I'm gonna start streaming it." You know, he's like he's like, "Wow." So it was stream on a site called Twitch.tv. So if you get enough viewers and jump through the right hoops like they have, they give you a thing called, it's not associate status, but it's like they partner with you.
Is
But
it
then
a
there's like
Patreon?
no.
It's not that. Okay.
No. So there's a partnership and then there's affiliate status. It is called affiliate
Okay.
status. So he's gotten all the steps. Well, we've helped him get all the steps through affiliate. And so we've been using it. Last year we went down there and did a marathon stream, like 14 hours. We were playing board games on there, and we raised about $1,000 for the kids' hospitals in Atlanta.
Yeah.
This past time we went down there just last month, and we raised $650-ish bucks for a charity called One Up on Cancer, and they raise money and then they give it to families who need help paying medical bills.
Oh,
And if they
cool.
don't have the money, they try to point them to places that do, or grants, or
Yeah.
other things. And so one of the things you get with affiliate status is a sub button where people can sub for $5 or for $4.99 a month. Half the money goes to Twitch and half the money goes to us. Well, we were looking at just doing an LLC, but if we did that and the money came through us, it would wreck his taxes, his and his wife's taxes.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, let's look into a charity. Well, the LLC would wreck the taxes, and it costs a little more to get incorporated as a business.
Yeah.
But he hired a lawyer. It's a little more cost up front, but there's more expandability
Yeah.
and all sorts of things. So we've got that whole process rolling. I'm on the board of directors, which is probably a terrible idea. But, I mean, hey. So I'm hoping... So that's one of the other things I have to do. I have to look into like grants and stuff. And if I can get us enough like operational grant money, that may be my job, is to help run the charity and schedule stuff and, you know, learn how to write grants and do all that stuff and look for different things to partner with. So this month and next month, we're actually raising money for St. Jude's through the end of the month. We don't know we don't know if we're going to do a marathon stream or if we're not exactly sure. So they have like events
Yeah.
through St. Jude's, but
So what's the handle so people who are
it is twitch.tv/ReversPlay. ReaversPlay.
Well, you know what? you're an administrator on the Rudebuoyz page. You could go in there and type in the stuff and say when the stuff
That
is
is
gonna be.
true.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
in there
I
and do your
forgot
thing,
about that
yeah.
the first time you guys went live, and I was like,
Yeah.
"What's up, fellas?" And it's like Rudebuoyz say,
Yeah.
"What's up, fellas?" And I'm
Yeah.
like,
See, he's an administrator because in the
made
beginning
the
when we
page.
started this,
You're welcome.
we didn't know how to do it. So
"Yeah."
this guy over
I
there,
didn't either. I just did it, and I was like, "This has got to be right."
yet somehow you knew
Yeah.
more than we did. So,
So
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
obviously
you're
the page
part
got
of the
started.
Rudebuoyz team and thing.
Yay, honorary Rude Boy. Woo!
No, we don't do honorary. We do in the team.
Oh, in the team. Woo!
So yeah, you could go in there and vibe it up because I know some people that's on there, that's on my buddies and stuff. They like the Twitch stuff and they watch that stuff. So
Yeah.
there you go, people. Come to a good cause.
Yep.
You know what I mean, and thing, which is what the Rudebuoyz is all about. Showing the good
Well,
stuff.
that's why I brought it up. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
And Andy's been posting a bunch of good stuff on his Facebook page
Yeah.
through the Rudebuoyz. He's been killing me with the food. I can't take it. Like, I see that, and I was like, I don't even care what that is. That looks delicious. I want to eat it.
You see, when you go back home and visit with me, you're gonna go on a marathon eat.
I
All done,
will
roti.
eat till I die. That's how I want to go out. Just, I can't eat anymore. One more bite will kill me.
Yeah, you're gonna get the African, the South American, you're gonna get the East Indian, you're gonna get the West Indian, you're gonna get it all.
I will eat it all. Listen, I learned that I will eat almost anything when we were in Mexico. I was on a mission trip, and we went to a Brazilian steakhouse. Oh, so good. I learned one key phrase, e tocino, which means and bacon. Anything that's e tocino is delicious.
Here comes that bacon
here
again.
comes that
Even
bacon
even
again.
beef tongue. I ate beef tongue. If you'd have told me it was beef tongue, I'd have been like, I'll pass. But you just say whatever that is in Spanish, and then e tocino. I'm like, plate it.
Some people eat pig tongue too.
You wrap it in bacon, I'll try it.
I told you, people are putting. Didn't McDonald's or somebody have
Oh, they're
an
adding-
ice cream sundae with bacon in it?
Did they?
Somebody had it. I remember seeing it advertised.
That
Like,
doesn't
that's
surprise me. They're adding
disgusting.
bacon to like the Big Mac and the Quarter Pounder. And they're like, get the bacon
Yeah,
Big Mac. I'm like,
yeah, but bacon on burgers makes sense to me. Bacon in your ice cream does not.
Chocolate covered bacon.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Again, like we were talking earlier, I like chocolate and I like bacon, not necessarily together. Yeah.
I didn't try it because I don't eat bacon. And I don't really eat chocolate that much because, I might overdose.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's already chocolate,
A yellow kind of chocolate right now.
so maybe you do need to eat some more. But you gotta have that Grenadian chocolate. So that
Oh
you
yeah,
can,
you know what I mean. That oomph chocolate, you know what I mean. Not that synthetic thing they do there. But yeah, that's kind of cool with the charity thing, man. I
Yeah.
like that. You know what I mean. More people need to start doing that instead of like doing it and then getting the Ferrari and the Bugatti. And
right.
have you noticed how people like front and stuff?
I don't get it.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's just because I'm too frugal. It's a nice way of saying I'm cheap. But like I'm sitting there, if I'm swimming in that much money, I'm not buying a. Like the biggest thing I would buy would probably be a Tesla, just because I sat in one of those cars and those things are amazing.
Yeah.
And they're making a $35,000 version one, which is still not as cool as the SUV looking one. But I was like, that would be like the one thing I would.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I've talked to him before when I was at his house with him and his dad. And we were talking about lottery winners, and I was like, I'm still 50-50 on whether I'd actually do it right or just Brewster's Millions the whole thing, because nothing good's ever comes from winning the lottery on most
Yeah.
people. It's like you get cousins and aunts and uncles come out of the woodwork.
You see, the thing about it is,
I
though,
remember you when you were this big. Well, I don't remember you.
Well, I remember you not giving me any money, therefore you're not getting any.
I think people, when they win the lottery, if they're smart about it, you gotta say no to some people, and
You got to say no to
I
everybody.
remember my dad said one time, he goes, I would love to have that much money once just to see if it really does make you that stupid.
Not me. The first thing,
I'm already stupid, so I guess I'm screwed.
If I was to win the lottery here, the first thing I'm gonna do is move. I'm
Yeah.
gone. You know what I mean?
I'd walk into work and say, sayonara.
Now, if I was in
I-
Grenada and I win the lottery there, I'm leaving Grenada. I stay there. I'll come back after about 10 years or so, where the money? The money gone, but I still have it, The
Yeah.
money gone. No, don't ask for nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I-
mind
I-
helping
Why do you think I
people.
came back?
Yeah,
Money's
I
gone.
mean,
I would
show me
say
the
this
love.
as far as the car purchase with having that much money, I'm sorry, I'd go back and find my Galaxy again, buy it, give it to Chip Foose, let him completely fix it back up for me. Because I could afford that then. Who cares if that car is not a collector's item? It's mine.
Yeah.
Chip Foose, you have at it. You do, you and I will
You
get together.
boo-boo.
We'll plan this out. I'll definitely have to get my
Type
dad
in
involved
there
on that one.
what you all would do if you won the lottery. What's the one thing you're all going to buy if you win the lottery?
Please keep it clean.
Type it in there. You know what I mean?
Well, if it's not clean, it's not getting read.
Yeah, exactly.
You-
Like Ben's comments that one time. That was,
You know what I would build? The
What's
one
that?
thing I would want? An underwater apartment. Yeah, so with the fish swimming around, I could sleep down there, eat down there and watch everything, you know what I mean? In the ocean, that is. I'm not going to
Yeah.
put it in a pool because there's no fishes there. But if I'm going to splurge on anything, it's going to be something like that. Oh, build something in a rainforest or something, something like that. Make it, what do they call it these days? Energy efficient or whatever.
Eco-friendly.
Eco-friendly and thing.
Yeah.
But something like that. I'm 7'1". You see, I'm not going to spend a ton of money on a car. I don't like big houses. I hate big houses, even though I'm big. I want to make it tall, but it's not going to be no more than 2 bedroom. I'm alone. I'm never going to get married again. So
That's a lot to clean, too.
at my height,
I got to bend down and clean all this stuff down
You
here.
know what I
Oh,
mean?
got to get up.
Ja Rule is looking for a job. I might hire him to clean.
You throw a party, you're fired. No.
Yeah, you're fired. And please, none of those festivals and the barbers. But yeah, I wouldn't be like buying these fancy cars or nothing like that. I don't see the point in it.
I told you I'd buy the Galaxy again. I'd
Yeah.
still keep my my grandpa's car that I have now. I'd still keep that, and I would just buy the Galaxy.
Yeah.
So that's what I don't get either. I have one, but I need one car.
Yeah.
I might splurge on a motorcycle, but even then, I'd probably buy a used one that if I wrecked it, I'd be like, well,
Yeah.
lesson learned. I don't need one of those.
I'll buy the most expensive bicycle I could buy. You know what I mean? But in my luck, they run me over and try to rob me. I think a lot of lottery winners just act really silly. What's that guy that was here, Whitaker? Man, that dude
Oh,
won
the
all
dude
that
in West
money.
Virginia that blew through it real fast,
Well,
and then
yeah.
got in legal trouble after that.
Well, he was rich before he got that too. So how come he didn't know how to handle his money?
Well,
You know what
because
I mean?
there's only a certain amount of people that are hundreds of millions of dollars rich, though.
That's
and then when
true.
you get that load of money thrown at you, now suddenly it's, man, everything I ever wanted to do or wanted to buy, I can do now.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, you're going, wait, why does my bank account say I only have $500
Yeah.
left? You
See,
know.
that's what I'm gonna do too. Travel. I'll go everywhere.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
that's a good call.
I'm not gonna go in style, you know what I mean? But I do want to go to some of those places I put up on Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, so those.
See,
like,
I
you know,
would
yeah.
I would still want to drive around this country first, and then
Yeah.
go do that stuff, because I would love to, whether I was using the car I have now or if I wait till the Galaxy's done. Dreaming. But I would I would definitely get a camper I can pull behind either one of them, and take the dog with me, and we'd hit the road,
Yeah.
go driving around for a bit. I'd love to see how she would handle being around some of these other places, but
See,
just go driving around the country, staying at
I would
campgrounds
want to
and
go
stuff.
out of this continent first.
Well, no. For me first, I
Yeah.
want to do.
I totally understand.
yeah.
But you see, you're young. I'm old. I got to get out there before.
You've already been out there a few times.
The thing about it is, though, because then I could come back here and do it when I'm older. I could, travel around here, but it's going to be a lot more strenuous to travel out of
That's
because
true.
all the flying.
Let's put it this way: I want to be able to do it when I can still definitely enjoy the driving of all of
Yeah.
it. That's why I would want to do that now, because
Yeah.
I want to drive it.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, you could drive it even if you're like 70. There's little 70-year-old people
know.
going.
Hey.
My grandparents
Hey.
just drove somewhere. He's 85 and my grandmother's 90. They still
Yeah.
drive from Atlanta to Virginia a couple times a year.
hey, my dad will still drive all over the country.
Yeah.
I think that's where I definitely get it from. Because I love driving.
Yeah.
I love to go for a drive.
Yeah, I got the traveling to other countries bug from Mom because we would
See,
go to
for
different
me, I
islands and
struggle a
stuff.
little bit with that just because I don't know if I'm just getting worse with flights or if that surgery that I had has made things worse. But lately, when I have to go on a flight, man, I can't stand it.
Yeah.
And if the flight's even just over 2 hours, and that's what makes me think, man, how would I ever get to Europe? How would
Yeah.
I get to some of these other places I would love to go to
Well-
when they go, the flight today is going to be 15 hours. Like,
Yeah.
Hopefully you've won the lottery and you get one of those big seats that converts into a bed.
Yeah.
Because
And then I take
I'm not as
something to
tall
knock
as
me
Andy,
out with.
but I'm not a small guy. And I remember when I was going to Mexico for that mission trip, I got stuck between 200-300-pound dudes, and I'm in the middle seat, and I'm just like, what did I do to deserve this?
Yeah,
Like
you
this,
know what I mean?
what fresh hell am I in right now? Because it was like,
yeah.
I'm like,
I don't think there's anything new up there yet.
Yeah, well, when I was coming here, I got on that plane, and it's like, I mean, it was really uncomfortable. I mean,
Oh,
that's yeah. I know they're even making it smaller.
Well, they got to shove in as many seats as possible so they can make more money off of it.
But
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
they
really,
do
you know,
that.
okay. I'm the shortest one in this room, but I'm also not short.
tiny.
Yeah.
You know, and so for me to be on a plane and be completely uncomfortable sometimes, it is ridiculous. I mean, I'm 6 foot flat. Okay, I'm not 6+. You know what? You're 6'4".
6'4".
He's 7'1".
he's
I'm-
5'12"
Yeah. I haven't made it to 6 yet. Darn. No.
So close. Just
Why
stretch.
couldn't I just stretch me out a little bit more? But no, and for me to sit on a plane for a couple hours and feel like I'm about to just go nuts. I mean, I would much rather be on a bus, and obviously you can't take a bus to Europe, so you can
Well,
take a
I
bus
mean, you
when
could
you're in
try.
Europe. but-
If the Chinese have their way, we will be soon, because they tried to build some
Can we connect
intercontinental
the
railroad.
Bering Strait
Yeah,
and Russia again over there? You know.
what I mean? Yeah.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
The one other trip I want to take is a boat from Grenada or New York all the way to London.
Oh wow. See, now I would have no problem, I think, trying it that way.
Yeah.
Now, may have to have a little bit of the,
Yeah.
sickness type pills or
The
whatever. but-
Dramamine.
Yeah. Because okay, when we took the cruise this summer, there was one day where the direction that the waves were going and the direction we were going
Yeah.
made you rock a little bit worse, and so I was struggling that night. The rest of the time, I was fine.
Yeah.
So I guess as long as we're going, with the waves and not getting beat up by them, I'll be okay.
So we went to Bermuda because my grandfather was stationed there, and so for my parents' 40th anniversary, all of us were supposed to go, but my brother and his family wound up not going, but the rest of us went. So the only time I had issues was when we were going one direction and I was walking the other. Like that messed with my vertigo and messed with my head, and I think it was just a perception thing. So I think that might have been a little bit what you were dealing
Well,
with.
Yeah.
no. Like I said, I was fine the rest of the time because when it really got me, we were inside the ship, so I'm not even looking outside.
Oh, I was on the
But-
deck. I was
No,
walking
no,
the
no,
deck 'cause I
no.
was bored.
We were inside because they were doing this little show in there, and we were watching it, and then I just started to walk in one direction. Suddenly, I was just like, "Oh, I got to hold on to something." So what the heck just happened? I mean, I remember my freshman year here, I ended up having an imbalance in my left ear, and it made me get really dizzy and just plop right down on the ground, and it almost felt like that. So I ended up having to go back to the room. One thing that they suggest, especially if you can sit out and look outside, you just pick something out on the horizon that's straight, even if it's a cloud, mountain off in the distance, a cloud, whatever it is, and you just kind of keep your eyes on that instead of the,
Yeah.
the up and down and whatever, and that helps. But I was fine the rest of the time. It was just
Yeah.
that one night when the waves were going different into the boat, and it was making us rock a little differently.
The only thing that creeped me out the first time I went out was to stand there and watch the land disappear.
And then there's
That was
nothing
gonna
around
be-
you.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
creeped me out the first time. After a while, it was like, yeah, let's
See,
go.
we were never that far away
Yeah.
from Alaska, but we were definitely at parts where you couldn't see it.
Yeah.
you
we
know?
were really far out there.
Well, no,
you
no,
out in the
but-
middle of
Because it was great because we left out of Baltimore. So we're traveling down
Oh,
the Chesapeake.
shoot.
I was like, this is great. This is
Yeah.
great. And everything started getting smaller. And all I could hear was Gilligan's Island, the 3-hour tour. And I'm just like, I'm bringing up clothes for that.
Yeah,
Am I going to be the
yeah, but
skipper or
de-
Gilligan? I'm
but
definitely going to be
when you
Gilligan.
can stand up like on one of the top decks there on the boat, and you can look that way, you can look that way, all around. I'm like, all I see is blue.
Yeah.
I just see ocean and sky everywhere. I mean, that's pretty amazing.
You were on a big cruise ship. I was
Yeah.
on a yacht at one time. So, I mean, there was no space out there, man. It was just-
What are you talking about? This is just a giant yacht.
Man, that was a little itty bitty yacht we took into Kickham Genie there, man. That was freaky. You know what I mean? And then you'd see other boats going by, blah, 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 blah. And then we used to take this boat, and they said the boat that we used to take, a schooner, I guess they call it, but it was a river boat. And they had that in the ocean with the big waves, man. And, the
There's
boat
a
would
reason
rock.
why it's called a river.
Oh, yeah.
boat.
That boat would rock, and you'd look up and you'd see people up there going, ah! You're like, please don't throw up.
I'm now really downwind from you.
and when it's bad weather, the waves would come through and smash, and you have to hang on. And it was fun. Don't get me wrong. I'd rather
Well,
do that than a roller coaster.
That sounds like
Yes.
whitewater rafting. Oh yeah, no, I don't like roller coasters. I don't know if with that, if it's just I feel like if I was driving it, making it do all that stuff, I would
I have
have
the
a
same
blast.
problem. It's a control issue. It's a
Yeah.
control issue, and when I hurt my back, most of those things hit like right in the middle of the back.
Yeah.
And then I had a really bad experience at King's Dominion one time. I got on the Rebel Yell, I think it was, with my brother, and the bar didn't come. Like it came down and looked like it latched, and the person was like, "Okay, this is good," and then it popped up. So I'm sitting in the thing. We go up the hill and we go down, and my thighs catch the bar. And that's what's holding me in, and I'm just sitting there screaming the entire time. And I was like, I'm going to die. This is how I go out. I'm one of those guys that dies on a roller coaster. This is great.
What's those movies?
The Final Destination.
Yeah.
That's almost how my life ended. And nobody was there to film it, 'cause that'd have been great.
Splat.
I'm not doing a roller coaster.
I think I'd have been.
Those things are man-made. I don't trust no man to make anything for me to safely ride it that dangerously.
I do still feel like if I was driving it and making it do all that stuff, I would have fun. But yeah,
Yeah.
when I'm just sitting there and this thing's whipping me out, I
No.
don't care for it.
No,
Call me
I-
a control freak, but I don't
I've
like it.
seen some though, like in like the Swiss Alps and stuff like that. How they have it's not an amusement park, but it comes down the side of a mountain and it goes down. Well, but it's not like woo, none of that. It just goes down, and you're coming down into the city, and it takes you right into the city. I mean, it's like a little train type
Yeah.
thing, so it's not like a crazy
okay.
ride. You know what I mean? Oh, they have some that is like up in the mountains, and you go around corners and stuff, and it's just like beautiful. I'll do those.
See, there was one. They're called alpine slides. One way that a lot of ski resorts, especially in the Rockies, will make money in the summer. And basically, you're sitting on a sled going down a cement rain gutter for like 2/3 of a mile going down the mountain.
Yeah.
And I love that. I mean, you're sitting there, you just push the lever forward to go faster, and you're just zipping around.
That sounds
I
kinda
love
fun.
those.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, they're a
yeah.
blast. They're a blast. Absolutely loved them. And
I'm
I
going
mean,
down there feeling like a Jamaican
yeah. Oh yeah.
on the bobsled
Hey,
team.
Senka, you
Dead
did.
man. No man.
I'm not dead. I have to finish the race.
That, you
I
know,
love that movie.
and that's the thing about there's so many cool things in this world we could be doing instead of
Yeah.
arguing all the time. You know what I mean? All this stuff
Yeah.
that I would where is it? I think it's in Brazil. You could slingshot the zip line.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Zip
Yeah.
lines
Yeah.
are awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
they-
you
I
know?
mean, yeah, there are places that have zip lines across cities,
Yeah.
and you're way up above, just getting this aerial
Yeah.
view of the city, just riding down.
And they also have zip lines above rainforest
Oh,
too.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wanna do that.
Oh,
yeah. You know, that kind of stuff there, you know?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Which is really funny because I'll do that, but bungee jumping or skydiving?
No.
Mm-mm.
No, that's just
No.
going down, blap, you know? No.
I could be tempted into trying skydiving if
My
I was
brother
going
did.
with
He
the
said
right
it was
person.
a blast.
Huh?
My brother did it. He said it was a blast.
One of my
Yeah.
relatives, I think, my mom would have to tell me on this if I don't remember correctly, but I think she's like a professional, as in she takes
Yeah.
people out
Yeah.
and does and goes skydiving, and so I mean that's
I think the scary thing is if I liked it. I think that's what terrifies me more is because I would want to
If-
do it more. No,
Yeah.
just like in my head, that adds up to there's more chances of me actually going
Yeah, you know? No.
and eating it. I'm like,
I would rather swim with sharks than skydive.
I never swum with sharks, but we used to catch them in South Carolina.
you
when my
tried to
family
chase
lived down
after that one in the Keys.
there. Oh, that's
You
true.
don't remember that?
I forgot about that.
Swam with them.
Yeah, he swam.
Well, I'm an idiot, so
I tell you what, When you guys went to Florida, you swam in the ocean.
Yeah.
You swam with sharks.
Oh, hey, bucket list.
There you
You
go.
just didn't know. And I tell you how.
No, he
saw-
knew. He chased after
Well,
that
apparently,
little one.
the only thing I remember is chasing after that big giant sea turtle.
No, you tried chasing after
I-
a little shark.
I got
too.
close to that sea turtle too.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a small one, and I'm sorry, Tony. You're not gonna chase down a small one. That sucker's gonna swim away from you.
It was the biggest one I'd seen.
He tried.
I had this
I got
boss.
an A for effort.
Adam and I are going. Is he nuts?
Yes.
I had this boss that was from New York, and they used to go to Florida every summer to visit family and stuff. And he knew this friend who had a plane, one of those little planes. And the friend says, "Hey, let me take you to show you something." And he took him up and flew
Oh
over.
gosh, over by the
Over
the coastline and
no,
stuff.
They flew over the beach that they swim in,
Mhm.
and sharks are just swimming around people there. They're not even messing with them. Yeah. So if you swam in Florida, you swam in the ocean, you swam with sharks. You just didn't know they were there.
Just waiting for one of you to bleed.
Well, I was in Miami. Apparently, gators are they're more scary than sharks.
Oh
or something.
yeah, I don't mess with them.
Well, they'll mess with you, and you won't see them coming.
You know
Apparently.
what I mean, dude?
We-
So my
we
buddy's
went-
house, they had like this river inlet
Yeah.
right behind their house, and they're like, "Yeah, don't go over there because you might mess up on the wrong day. and there's a gator back there."
Well, even in South Carolina, because I remember when my grandparents used to live by a big lake down there. I think it was Lake Santee. We used to be able to go to the dock that was right by their house all the time and go fishing. And then I remember one time my sister and I went down there one summer, and we said, "Hey, so when are we going to get to go to the dock?" And Grandpa goes, "We can't do that anymore." So why not? He goes, "Oh, we got gators now."
Ooh,
He goes, "They're everywhere." And
those things are mean too.
yeah.
I,
And
I wonder why all of a sudden they're there.
People flushing down the toilet.
migrating. Well, I mean, if you're migrating around, maybe you were at one place now, a whole bunch of stuff gets built, so they're swimming off somewhere else. I don't know, somebody in the hallway screaming out there. I hope everything's all right, but
Lock the doors.
They're not
but
right.
I'm
We're
sure
not here.
I'm sure people make a move because
Yeah.
where they were living by the lake, there weren't a whole bunch of houses there, so it's
Yeah.
not like it suddenly moved into a really developed area.
Yeah.
If they came over. So, but I remember when we were in Miami last weekend down to play FIU, they had this trail right outside by our hotel. So Maddie and I, we were going to go for a run, and it's right next to this little waterway. Like Miami and Florida, they all have waterways everywhere
Yeah.
next to all these roads. I think it helps with a lot of drainage and stuff. But I will tell you this, they keep them pretty clean. This waterway down there, I mean, we hardly saw any garbage along this thing. So they definitely keep it clean.
The alligators are eating the garbage.
Garbage
Ghosts of the
disposal,
sea.
do what you want. But, as we're jogging along, I kind of keep looking. I was like, I wonder if I'm going to see like two eyes, popping out looking at us or something. Because our pitching coach coached in Florida for 4 years before she came up here. And so she was telling Maddie about gators and stuff like that. And Maddie said, our gators are slow, aren't you? And Maddie goes, no, they're not. She goes, you got to make sure to run zigzag. Just run zigzag. And so as we're out there running, and I told Maddie I was looking for gators, and I said, remember, just make a good hard cut and get away from it. She goes, I'm just going to jump over. And I said, those things can rise up pretty good. And she goes, well, looks like you're running back on your own then.
Yeah.
But we didn't see any, though. We didn't
When
see
I
any,
was
so.
planning to move to Florida, like 2 or 3 years ago, I was thinking I'm going to move there. I was trying to move as close to the ocean as I can because I know they're not there as prevalently. I said, no. We don't have nothing like that on the island. We don't have no gators or crocodiles or nothing like that.
Oh,
No,
no, yeah,
no.
gators can be pretty nasty. We went down when my grandparents were living in Ocala, Florida. We went down there once, and we went out to the golf course. And as we're just driving through part of the course to get up to the driving range, by one of the water hazards, there's a gator just sunning itself on the bank, and there's people just walking around just playing golf like it's nothing. And my dad and I are going, wait a minute, there's a gator over here, and you all are just playing. And Grandpa goes, oh yeah, he's just sunning himself. It's all right.
Uh-huh.
It's like, he goes, yeah, if you just hit your golf ball near him, you just do a drop. I'm like, okay, I'm playing here. I'll take a stroke penalty. Start from there.
No, thank you, man.
But yeah, I mean, they were just going around like it was nothing. And this sucker looked like he was probably at least your height, laying down.
Crocodiles are a lot more vicious than gators, though.
Well, I haven't come across a crocodile, so I don't know that.
Yeah, my buddy from Zambia would tell me about them crocs there. They quick too. And it's over. Hey,
That's the thing that gets everybody. But it's like, oh, they're quick in water. No, they're quick on land too.
You know, I have an
Yeah,
idea
they
for
don't tell
Short,
you.
stubby
They,
legs,
they
and
don't
can
tell you to
move.
run zigzag in the water.
I have a really good idea for a scary movie now.
Oh yeah.
Crocnado.
Oh god. We're gonna patent it so you all can't do it.
Shouldn't it be
Yeah.
Croc Hurricane or something? They've
Croc.
already done the NATO thing.
Croc Hurricane.
Crocane.
Crocane.
Filmed in West Virginia.
Crocane, man. You know, the Sci-Fi Channel will pick that up in a minute.
We've said it out loud. Somebody's already working on the script.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We've been scooped.
You know, those Hollywood people are. Yeah.
Did you just say Holly weird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we take it. Mm-hmm.
It's a good
We
idea.
ain't gonna let the rude boys get this one. Keep the poor poor.
I'm gonna patent it while they're still on air.
Call up the people in Washington, lobby to get the copyright set up.
Wouldn't it be weird suddenly, like this coming fall, we see a commercial like coming up soon on Sci-Fi, Crocane. We're like, oh come on, man. And then
Be like, where's my royalty check? Come
You
on.
know what I mean?
and then when you watch it, you go, I can tell you did that last month. Come on, man. You just-
but see, here's what
Oh,
we
the
have.
special effects are so bad. I'll be like, he came up with the idea. I just named it. I get a little residual.
And we could say we already copywritten it because we said it out loud on air.
Right.
Yeah. Copywritten.
Nah,
Copywritten.
we'll just go full American and sue them. The American way. The other American way. Wait, the main American way. It doesn't matter. That's what
Well,
we do.
you guys have money here to be sued for. Where I'm from, what are you going to sue them for?
I
Some
have money.
bananas?
I mean, they might have money. I don't have any money.
Yeah,
to get
sure, no.
I mean, if you're suing me, you're getting student debt, and that's about it.
Have fun.
Yeah.
I'll sue
Please,
you.
please sue me. You can have some of my student debt.
I'll sue you for some coconuts. That's what are you going to do down there?
It better be good
Sure.
coconuts.
If you're hungry or thirsty, I don't know.
Yeah, no, you got a lot of electrolytes in coconut water. So,
There you go.
so you're going to be at least healthy.
I feel better.
But yeah, I don't know, man. That's another topic I always sit and think of. It's like there's all these ideas out there, all these other ideas out there that Hollywood don't pick up on. Not cocaine, but just other stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
man,
there's even a whole lot of true stories and stuff that you
Yeah.
can make, and instead, oh no, we're gonna make something 2, or we're just gonna remake this. That
Yeah.
movie's 30 years old. We got to redo it.
It's all driven by money. And
Yeah.
that's the big thing. And that's why people are like, they get mad when they're like, I don't know, nowadays they get mad when somebody, they're like, that person's not this. Like, they should have a person that's actually this. Like, that person's paralyzed. They should have a paralyzed person. I'd be like, no, Brad Pitt in a wheelchair pulls more money than a no-name actor who's actually paralyzed. And that's
Yeah.
what people don't realize. It's like,
Yeah.
they get paid top billing because they pull in money because people go see a Brad Pitt movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. And
I
I'll
mean,
be
if you're
honest
making
with
it
you,
straight
man.
to TV, you could probably still make your money back if you had
Yeah.
a no-name actor. But
Yeah.
it's like,
Don't shoot me, but it seems like Brad Pitt acting went this way over the years.
it was always here. We just thought
Well,
he looked so good it was up here. And then
well,
it's
you
like,
see, the thing about it is when he first started, like I remember he was in a movie with Robert Redford. He did a really good acting job in that.
oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That was when he first came out. Wasn't he in like Thelma and Louise too?
Yeah, he was the guy that stole all the money from him.
Yeah, I mean, but you know,
He's much better with movies than I am.
But then, the looks take over, and it's just like I ain't gotta act no more. You know what I mean? That's just-
Interview with
and
the
they get a big-
Vampire
it's-
was good.
Huh?
Yeah.
Interview with
That
the
was still
Vampire
early,
was
though.
good. Yeah, it was, but it was still
Fight Club
good.
wasn't so bad neither.
I did
No.
not like that movie.
Really?
Did not like that. Did
Why
not
are we
enjoy it.
friends?
Because I'll eat pineapple on my pizza.
That's-
Sorry,
yes.
Anthony.
Yes.
It was so funny. We had this little argument last night or whatever. So we're talking about what do we want to get on a pizza, and Anthony said, "I'm good with anything except for pineapple." He's like,
This is why I haven't been back here in 11 years.
What's wrong with a tropical pizza? Huh? What's wrong with a tropical pizza?
Well, no, it breaks down. It's the same thing. It's like I don't like mushrooms. It's a texture thing. If I get a
Yeah.
mushroom in a casserole, I'll start gagging. It's
Yeah.
like I can't stand the texture. And for him, he's like, I just hate pineapple. I was like, well, that makes sense.
I love mushrooms. And I love pineapple.
I love-
Me too.
I love mushroom flavor. If it's cream of
Yeah.
mushroom soup and something,
Yeah.
I'm in. But
Oh,
You
yeah.
know. I tell you what's funny though. I love bananas. I don't like the texture of it. That's
I
why
can
I
understand
have banana smoothies.
Oh, I love
But
banana
I've noticed
smoothies.
something lately though. The reason why I don't like the texture of bananas here because they pick them green and they ripe on the way. But when I go home and I pick a banana from a tree, oh man!
Well, you can wait till it's perfect then.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You pick that, it just melts in your mouth like ice cream. I remember when I first came here and I saw my ex eating a banana, and she's like, "It's green," and she's like, I was like, "Man, you gotta be kidding me!" You know what we do with green bananas? We boil them like a vegetable.
Green bananas do something bad to my stomach, man. I don't. Ugh.
Yeah, well, that because you eat it raw. If you cook it, oh yeah.
Well, no, even if I get it when there's still just a little bit of green left on it. You know, I'm not talking about taking a thing green straight, you know, like that. I mean, even like it seems like for me, if I'm gonna eat a banana, I gotta wait till the whole thing is yellow.
Yeah,
I can't.
yeah, me too.
Even just
No, I
a
had
little
a-
bit of green left
I
on
had
that
a green
peel,
banana
no.
once, and it's like the whole outside is green, and I was hungry, and that's all that was in the house, and I was like, I ate, and it snapped like a celery stick, and I'm like, this is just wrong.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
And I was
You
like,
better put some
no.
salt on that.
Crunch, crunch.
No, I think I took 2 bites. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I think I poisoned myself.
My mom always liked them a little green, so she'd buy this big bunch of bananas. She'd eat like one while it's green, and then look at me and my dad and go, "All right, you guys finished. They're yellow now." I'm like, what?
We were always told if you eat green bananas, too green, raw like that, it'll mess your stomach up.
It messed mine up, even if I have just a little bit left.
So we used to wait until it's nice and golden yellow on that tree, boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, you guys gonna have a field day eating.
Did you eat any of the plums that were on that plum tree in Ben's backyard? I remember
Probably, because I'm an idiot.
I remember Zach and I just about made ourselves sick because we ate so many. They were so good though.
I don't think I ate that many. I think I had one, and they were pretty good.
Dude, I ate like 10.
I know. You guys went to
Oh, my
town. That's probably why I only got one. That's the only one that was left.
Zach and I were just like, "Ploop, oh, there's a hold on, heck off it." Oh, look,
They
that
looked
one."
like little angry beavers. They were just like, next one.
Oh man, they were so good. It was so funny because this tree had just been in their backyard for a while. I'm like, what kind of tree is this? I'm like, it's got some fruit growing on it. And I picked one up. I was like, I think that's a plum. But no, it can't be. And I took a bite. I was like, dude, that's a plum. And I just kept
So
eating.
wait a minute, he had that tree back there. They didn't know what it was.
Well, they had also just moved there. They weren't in that house
okay.
that long. So that tree was there before they moved in.
Okay.
That was a house in Lakeside, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but that may have been the only time we actually got to see it really bloom and have fruit, you know. So Zach and I were just like, oh my gosh, we just kept eating, just grabbing more plums and just eating them right up. Oh gosh, I think I was sick for about 2 days, but man, it was worth it. Those were so good.
Yeah, some things you eat when you get sick and it's worth it.
Man, those were good. That's why I say I miss those farmers markets, man. You know, all those farmers markets back home in Virginia. It's about 2 minutes till 10.
Yeah.
But all those farmers markets back in Virginia, I mean, we were talking about it yesterday. It seems like within about a 30-minute radius of where we're
man.
from,
Yeah.
there's about a dozen of them at least.
That's because there's like dozens or multiple dozens of like random farms just out of nowhere. And
Oh
it's
yeah.
like,
I mean, there's some roads that you can take off down, like Middle Road, Route 55, something like that. You'll come around the bend and suddenly, there's a little farmer's market right there. You can pop in there and get a bunch of apples. I mean, some of them won't have much. You know, they'll have obviously whatever they're growing, and then you'll go to others and you'll walk in and go, oh my, what do I want? You know, and that's where I got those peaches last summer. Remember when I brought those back? Oh, those were so good. As soon as I felt them and they were, I could tell they were, you know, hard and been frozen.
Yeah.
I was like, these are gonna make it back to Huntington, and they are gonna be so good.
See, we don't have farmers market. We have the market square. And you're going to the market square, dude, and you got everything in there. Every fruit, every vegetable you could imagine.
Well, there's
You could
supposedly that one that they do down here in the summer on Saturdays at Pullman Square. I've never been to it. I'm gonna have to try that this summer though.
You could even get possum meat in we call it manicool meat in the farmers market.
I'm sure they probably have that here somewhere. They probably name it something else. It's squirrel.
Squirrel.
Like, are you
that's
sure?
not any better.
I did eat manicool. I did eat possum once. My dad tricked me into it. I didn't know what I was eating. That's some ugly beast, man. I'm sorry. You know, it's like catfish. I'm not eating catfish.
Oh, I love catfish.
Well, my experience the first time I saw somebody cook fat catfish was the last experience I had with. I tried it once, but I tried it at a restaurant, so I know that's not the real cooking. But when I first came to America, I went to the mountains of Kentucky, boy. You know what I mean? And, I was on the basketball team, and this guy come and look. We're gonna show you how we eat here up in Appalachia. Took me up there, took this big ugly thing out of a bucket and beat it over the head and then clean it. I was like, I'm not eating anything you beat to death. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You ain't clubbing nothing and feeding it to me.
You know, see, even though I can't really eat shellfish, I still feel like if I went down to Grenada with you, I would have to try just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to see, because I do remember the one time when you made shrimp pasta, I was fine.
Yeah.
I had a lot of it.
Oh, yeah.
It was so good. And then another time I have shrimp and I'm going, oh my God, it's about to be the scene from Aliens. This thing's just going to rip right out of my stomach.
They don't know how to cook the
Spaceballs.
vibe.
Or Spaceballs, I'm going to look at it and go, oh no, not again.
Not again.
But, you know.
Shrimp-nado.
Shrimp cane doesn't sound right, you know.
Yeah.
Shrimp food.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
There
That
we
should
go.
be on the cooking channel.
You know,
It's a typhoon of shrimp.
and it wouldn't be shrimp flying through the air. It's when you eat the shrimp. Like,
Yeah,
a big
it-
shrimp come
yeah,
out
it
your
was,
stomach.
it was about to do that to me, that's for sure. But I don't. But you know, and then obviously the fact that I can still eat a small amount of clam chowder and not
Yeah.
get sick. So that's why I wonder if I have it though. I guess the way you all cook it.
Yeah.
And I'd want to start with a small
Oh,
amount.
yeah.
You know, like a bite, maybe two, and then see what happens and kind of go from there. You know, don't somebody make me a big old plate of this stuff because
Yeah.
it may not
The
be
trick,
good. May not be
squeeze
good
lime
result.
on it. Not lemon, lime. Squeeze lime on that bad boy.
Well, there we go.
That's the trick. Cut everything up.
Somebody in Biloxi didn't do that to me, and I got sick.
You went to Biloxi and do
Well, you know, it was a trip with radio station. We went down there to call the bowl game. So we went to Biloxi. We ended up going to the seafood bar, and it was good. But man, did I regret it on that van ride back. I'm laying on that back bench going, "Oh my God, I swear I'm gonna die."
And everybody's opening up windows.
No. No, they're all just sitting there going, "Man, what's wrong with him?" As I'm laying back there going, "Oh my God."
We better get back to some music.
Yes,
But
yes.
before we go, check out the podcast, the Rudebuoyz Rant. You could get it on Spotify.
Spotify. You got it
Spotify.
right last time.
Yeah, Spotify, iTunes, Mixcloud. I've even seen it on Blueberry. I didn't put it on there. But
I like
for some
blueberries.
reason it's
Oh,
on
you're talking.
there.
Never mind.
Yeah.
That's a new one. I've never heard of blueberry.
Neither have I.
It's on.
I
several
haven't heard of
them.
most of the stuff that he says that we're on. So I'm like, hey, if we're on it, cool. Check
Even
it out
on
there, wherever you got it.
iHeartRadio now.
Really?
Yeah. We
Here
on
come
there.
the Rude Boys.
Yeah, so we trying to get that thing up. So especially iTunes is like 70% of the listenership. Go on there, rate. We have like 3 5-star ratings right now.
All right.
Keep it coming. Go check it out and take it.
And like we've said before, if you disagree with us, and you want to comment on it, figure out a way to do it constructively, not just I'm gonna throw every nasty word at you that I can think
Yeah.
of, because that's gonna get you ignored.
Oh, but that's what I was gonna. Never. I'm gonna do that when I got
He's like,
home.
Yeah, and tell your friends. Share that bad boy with your friends and thing. You know what I mean? And another thing too, I'm not putting up anything that would be deemed as political on my Facebook page anymore.
Good luck with that.
You wanna hear the stuff we talk about? You go download it. No more freebies. Download it. So yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
All
When
right,
next
well,
we
as
gonna
far
be
as
on?
yeah, man, I can't clear my throat. I'm sorry, allergies have been so bad. Okay, as far as actually this show right here, the Rude Boys, the next time we will be on, this coming Saturday, we will not be on. I will be down in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, as we'll be playing at Middle Tennessee, the Blue
Been
Raiders.
there.
Yeah, not a fan of it.
That's where my
Neither was
grandmother's
I.
Huh?
That's where my grandmother's from.
Oh, I'm sorry. And so then the Saturday after that will be senior weekend. Hopefully I'll be far enough along with the highlight video that it won't be a pressing matter.
Yeah.
That because look, I already know I'm caught up on cutting highlights because I've been doing them all year because Coach Smith every week wants another, little hype video for the team, so it's highlights from the week before. So I've already got all that stuff cut. It's just a matter of then starting to put things together how I want to do it for, the end of the year highlight video. So hopefully I can get an early start on some of that stuff, so that way I'm not sitting there Saturday night going well into Sunday going, I gotta get this done.
Yeah.
So, because then I just end up a total zombie on Sundays, and then I sleep for 18 hours. But, so May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Sorry I had to do that. My mom's birthday will be the day before that.
Oh,
on
cool.
the 3rd.
So are we going to do a happy birthday show to your mom?
Yeah, we can do that.
There we go.
And Ben's birthday will be the day before that, May 2nd.
Oh, a double birthday show.
Yeah, that is Ben's birthday. Because I always remembered Ben's birthday was the day before my mom's, and Zach's birthday was the day after mine. Yep.
Am I a bad friend that I never knew when Zach's birthday was?
I did. That's the only way I would have remembered it.
For the
Sorry,
longest
Zach.
while, I didn't know when my birthday was.
Seriously, he had people tell him 2 different dates. Wasn't it 2? Oh, 3 different dates. There we
The
go.
8th, the 10th, or the 12th.
That means you get to pick one.
Did you compromise and go with the 10th? That's the one in the middle.
No, I had to go with the 8th because that's what my birth certificate says. I did. My mom told me the 12th. My whole life I celebrated my 12th on the 12th. And then my sister keeps sending me happy birthday on the 8th. And I was like, well, how come you know when it is? And the mom is the one that had me. You know, what's going on here? You know what I mean? But yeah, so my birth certificate now say the 8th after saying the 10th and the 12th before. So I'm going with the 8th now.
There we go. All right.
I'm 4 days older than I thought.
Oh.
Anyway.
All right, we're going to get back into the music, so thanks everybody for tuning in, whether it's been here on 88.1 WMUL FM, cutting edge of your radio dial, right here on the campus of Marshall University in Huntington, West Virginia. Got to get that in real quick for legal purposes. And then also, whether you've been tuning in here on Facebook Live as well.
You know,
we've had a lot more comments.
Yeah,
we didn't move that bar down.
Move the bar. Sorry, guys.
I thought
Ben is on here.
Hey, Ben, what's up? I thought there was nothing
James
else there.
Merritt is on there.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow. A lot of comments there. We didn't
Sorry
move
about
the
that,
bar.
folks.
Sorry about that,
My fault. My fault.
Look, everybody put in their stuff to say what they would do, and we didn't. Hey, Reality is on here. What up, Reality?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm supposed to be the technical person on the show. And
Amanda
I
Beats is
forgot.
on here. Hey, Amanda. Your mom put up a lot of stuff on there.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Moesa, wagwan, my brother. I see
I'm
you on
sorry.
there and think. Sorry, we promised we're going to do a better job next time. Maybe we should get one of the
Allergies, man. I'm telling you, they knock you for a loop.
Maybe we should get an intern, one of the kids back there.
Hey, make sure that thing scrolls. What are you doing?
But I name all the people I saw on there. Sorry, guys, we didn't get on there. We didn't see that. You know what I mean? I don't have on my glasses, okay, and I wear bifocals.
If you had your glasses on, I don't think you'd be able to see that.
What could the excuse?
I'm wearing my glasses and I can barely see that. What are you talking about?
But I did see it with my glasses on. I didn't take off my glasses so I don't see it. I really don't like wearing glasses.
I don't either, but the way my allergies have been,
Yeah.
I somehow got away with wearing my contacts today to the game. I got away with that one, and my eyes weren't itching and burning too badly. So, but, all right, well let's get back to some music. We're only going to be on here for about another 50 minutes anyway.
Yeah,
So,
all right.
anyway.
I tune in on the phone, and this time we are going to scroll and get your comments. Okay?
I promise.
Tune on back.
I promise. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Don't blame me. I won't be here.
All right.